Assalamu alaikum students. How have you been? I hope you are doing well. This is your science teacher from F6 Port Road, Middlewing Boys. Today we are going to learn about heat and temperature, and our subtopic is comparing heat and temperature. Before we start our lesson, I am going to share hadith of the day. Our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, said, At-tahuru shatrul iman, and its meanings are: cleanliness is half of the faith. Now, what is cleanliness? Students, Islam places great emphasis on cleanliness. Here, cleanliness includes both physical and spiritual cleanliness and purification. We Muslims, we are required to take care of our personal hygiene. We need to assure that we are well groomed and our bodies, our clothes, our houses, and our surroundings are also clean. If we talk about spiritual cleanliness, it means that our hearts should be free from sins. Our hearts should be free from sins, arrogance, greed, and hypocrisy. So, not just physical cleanliness is important, but along with physical cleanliness, spiritual cleanliness is also as important as physical cleanliness. Objective of our today's topic is to understand the difference between heat and temperature, understand that heat flows from hotter place to colder, and be able to relate a change in temperature to heat gain or loss. First of all, you will write these vocabulary words which I am going to share with you on your loose sheets. Your vocabulary words of this lesson are surroundings, sense, expand, contract, volume, and spill out. So, first of all, you will write these vocabulary words on loose sheets. You will find out their meanings with the help of your parents from dictionary. Okay. After writing vocabulary words, now your next task is reading. You will open up your textbook, page number 48, and you will read page 48 till 52. After reading is done, now once you have read those pages, you will come to know about different things. You will learn about what is heat and what is temperature. So to know whether heat and temperature are same or not. Okay, here in these pages which have been given to you for reading, here you will study about. Sometimes we think that heat and temperature are same, but this is not the case. Temperature and heat both are different concepts. Although they are related to each other, but they are different. For example, heat is the total energy of molecular motions in a substance. You have studied that every matter has particles in them. So heat is the total energy of those particles or molecular motions in a substance, whereas temperature is not an energy. It is a measure of how hot or cold an object is. So in simple words, you can say that heat is a form of energy and temperature is a measure of how hot and cold an object is. And temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. To understand this concept, you will be doing an experiment which has been given on page number 48 of your textbook. On this page, you will find that there are two glasses, glass A and B. You will see that both have both glasses A and B on page number 48 have different amount of water, but their temperature is same, that is 50 degrees Celsius. Similarly, glass C and D have same amount of water, but their temperature is different. Glass D has more energy. It needs more energy to have higher temperature. Now you will come to know about how does heat travel. How does heat travel? Students, it is heat that will increase or decrease temperature. If we increase heat, the temperature will rise, and if we remove heat, the temperature will become lower. And how heat travels? It travels from hotter to colder object. For example, if we take two objects which have same temperature and bring them in contact, bring them close to each other, there will be no overall transfer of energy you will notice between them. Means no transfer of energy between them will happen because overall energy of the particles in each object are same. But when two objects with different temperature are near to each other or kept near to each other, the temperature of the hotter object will fall as it loses heat to the colder object. At the same time, the temperature of the colder object will rise as it gains heat from the hotter object, and heat continues to flow until both objects reach the same temperature. So you can say that heat travels from hotter to colder. Don't forget to go through amazing facts. In amazing fact, on these pages you will come to know what is cold. So cold is simply an absence of heat. What happens when an object gains or loses heat? When an object is heated up or it is cooled, what happens? So after doing these experiments and after reading these pages, you will come to know that when an object is heated, when we heat up something, that object will expand. Expand means the size and volume of that specific thing which is heated up, its size and volume will increase. It will become little bit large. But when the same object it is cooled, it will contract. Contract means it will decrease in size and volume. So simply when any object is heated up, it increases in size and volume, and this concept is called expand. And when any object is cooled, it will decrease in size and volume, and this is called contract. Now coming towards your written work, you are supposed to write answers of these questions. Number 1, what is the difference between heat and temperature? And to write the difference, you will make a comparison table. In one column you will write about heat, and in another you will write about temperature. Now, question number 2 is, how does heat travel? We have discussed about it that heat travels from hotter to colder. Then what happens when an object is heated? We have just discussed that when an object is heated, it will expand. It means it will increase in size and volume. What happens when an object is cooled? When an object is cooled, it contracts, means it decreases in size and volume. Then there is another question, do all objects expand at the same rate? You have done some experiments. So those experiments, you will learn from those experiments that do all objects expand at the same rate? Okay. So for that, you will give 3 examples, any examples. This is all about our today's lesson. I hope you have understood the concepts which have been taught in this lesson. Thank you so much. Stay home and stay safe.